Joining us now for some help, Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn, member of the Judiciary Committee. Senator Blackburn, welcome back. You're smarter than I am. I don't understand this. What did the Biden... I read stuff. They're opening up welcome centers in Latin America. They're reclassifying people for asylum purposes. What is going on here? Are there going to be more or less after Title 42?
Larry, what they're seeking to do is find new ways to make illegal entry legal so that they can say, look at us, we have solved this problem. And whether it is using an app on your iPhone to apply in advance and say, hey, look out for me, I'm coming, or to open a welcome center somewhere in Latin America so that you go there first and then they can say, oh, here they come, but they've already met all the tests. So this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to find ways to say, we have made illegal entry legal. And Larry, here's the deal. They should be working with us to overhaul the nation's immigration system. They should be working with us to make certain that people who overstay their visas leave the country. They should be working with us to say, here is a work visa program. If you want to come, this is the way to do it. But, oh, no, they don't want to do that. What they want to do is say, let's keep doing the same thing. Let's just find a way to make it legal.
Well, really? Okay. No, I'm not doubting what you're saying, because I've read some of this, and I agree. Don't they?
Yeah.
We don't need more illegals. Some people are estimating we're going to have a couple million more illegals after Title 42. Why aren't we strengthening a new Title 42? You know, maybe something to do with fentanyl or drugs or other health issues. Why not go down that route, Senator Blackburn?
And we should be going down that route. We should keep Title 42, and we should stiffen the penalties on people that are pushing these drugs, these cartels. Indeed, we have legislation that would recognize these cartels as terrorist groups and organizations, which we should do. We should recognize that what they're doing is carrying out a drug war on our people. And Larry, it's really interesting to me. When you talk to other countries, they do not have the fentanyl crisis that we have here in the United States. And Joe Biden should pick up the phone. He should call Xi Jinping, and he should say, hey, you know what, that $1 trillion trade imbalance that you all have enjoyed, you're exporting more than ever to the U.S., it's going to come to a halt if you don't stop shipping this fentanyl through the cartels and into this country. But Joe Biden won't do that. What they're doing is they want to keep this border open. They want to find a way to make these individuals legal. We have had 5 million people from 176 different countries cross that border since Joe Biden took office. We have had known terrorists cross the border. We have had hundreds of people affiliated with gangs. We have had thousands of known criminals come across that border. These are people coming into the country, and by and large, we don't know where they are. You have the Office of Refugee Resettlement and Health and Human Services that cannot even tell you where 85,000 children are. They have lost them. They don't know if they're dead or alive, if they are working in gangs, if they are working for labor crews, if they've been pushed into sex trafficking, or if the cartels are using them to deal drugs on our nation's streets and our communities. They don't know where these people are.
Why don't...
They're children.
You know, I don't see Biden putting any heat on Mexican President AMLO the way Trump did. No heat, whether it's tariffs or security or whatever. I don't see Biden even hinting that we would use our military to go into Mexico and take out some of these cartel drug factories. We're not putting any heat on them. AMLO's not giving us any help anymore. Remain in Mexico's not on the table. And again, I don't see Biden revising Title 42 to make it even tougher, which he could do, Senator Blackburn. It wouldn't be that hard. This is about health issues. How about drugs, for example, the point you made with China? But AMLO, he's not helping us. Biden should be pounding him, and he's not. He's just standing by, letting them. Another couple million people going to come in, and then God knows where they're going to go. They're going to come here to New York. We can't afford them. Even our own liberal mayor doesn't want them anymore because he doesn't have the money to house them.
You're right, but Larry, under President Donald Trump, our allies knew they were our allies, and our enemies feared us. And they knew if they crossed President Donald Trump, there would be hell to pay. So they did not do it because they knew he was going to stand up for American citizens first and foremost. Xi Jinping wouldn't have done this under Donald Trump. AMLO wouldn't have done this under Donald Trump. They knew better than to do this. Our allies knew we were with them, and our enemies feared us.
You know, one other thing, Senator, you were mentioning the trade deal, the U.S.-China trade deal. It's very interesting. I just saw some numbers by a very reliable source. China did not buy American agriculture commodities. If you look at the chart, the line has gone down. The commodity purchase line this was like key. The one thing that we thought was going to be relatively simple, we set targets for commodity purchases by China. So we would export and they would import, and it would help the balance of trade. Guess what? They never did. I thought the tough stuff was going to be, intellectual property theft and technology. No, we didn't even get that. We never even got that. And the Bidens have the same numbers, obviously, and they don't utter a peep. Not a single peep when they meet with China, either with President or, Secretary of State, dirty tricks, Blinken. They don't, it's just like nothing happens here. Nothing, no retribution, nothing.
That's
America's
right.
weak. We're like a paper tiger.
Right. Yes, and when I talk with farmers here in Tennessee, as I was doing this week over in West Tennessee, they will tell you whether it is cotton or soy that China is not keeping their deal. On pork, they're not keeping their deal. And they keep saying, President Donald Trump, we did better under him than anybody. And they are so distraught that nothing is being done for them on the trade deals. Biden is not going to bat for them. And they would like to have a president and a USDA that would go to bat for them and say to the Chinese, look, you're importing all of this, that $1 trillion trade imbalance. You need to be buying these ag products from us, and you need to keep your end of the bargain on this. But they are not doing it, and we are not holding them to account. And it is our farmers, our production farmers in this country who are suffering.
Well, Machiavelli said long time ago, even longer than I've been around, it's better to be feared than loved. And Biden is not feared on anything. That's what you're saying. Senator Blackburn, we appreciate your time on a Friday. You're very kind, ma'am. Hope to see you soon.
You got it.